Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Oh, we got a good one here for you. Yes, you've all seen this probably many a times over the last couple of years. But I wanted to start out with this video with this on the screen. This is a little bit of a different video than I had initially anticipated for today. But considering the way things are going in the current market, I thought it was a very relevant video that I wanted to touch on. But before I really dive into it, I have to throw a few disclaimers out there. One, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please don't take this as financial advice. No matter what I say in this video, do not follow it as gospel because I'm going to make some mistakes and I'm going to say some things correct. I'm not a genius. I just pretend to be on TV. Um, but in all honesty, make sure that you do your own research. Everybody's situation is a little bit different. So some of the things that I recommend, or not necessarily recommend, that I say on here is pure speculation. It may be good for my situation, may not be good for your situation. So understand that, please, because I know there's going to be a few people out there that are going to be very upset if I don't say something right. But I wanted to throw this out there because I think it's incredibly important since a lot of people that are in the wax market right now, this may be the first real uh, downturn in a market that you've experienced. So there's a lot of panic. There's a lot of chicken littles running around. So I'm going to keep it short, simple, but also try and give you some good information. Many of you are seeing this right now. This is the wax market and you're seeing the sudden dip, especially over the last week or so. I guess a couple weeks. We'll even reduce it down. And we were at a pretty consistent basis there for a little while, and then you see the dump. And many people are panic selling. Many people are freaking out and going crazy. I spent so and so on it, a bunch of NFTs, and now they're only worth this. I spent $500 on wax tokens, and now it's only worth $100. Yes, unfortunately, that is true. Um, but you have to look at the bigger picture here. The market's not just for wax, not just for some of the other tokens. This is a big one here. If you all saw Luna over the last couple of days, huge drop. Um, not just Bitcoin, again, huge drop. The overall market, and now it's going to change it on me. I had this all set beforehand, is also seeing a huge drop compared to what it is. It's the overall market. It's not wax. It's not crypto. It's everything. We obviously have some inflation going on. We have some rate hikes going on. There's a lot of things that go into this. I am not an expert. I don't pretend to be an expert, so I can't go through all the details of why it's doing this, why it's doing that. But you have to understand that this is not just a wax. This is not just a specific project issue. This is an overall market issue. And what normally happens when there's an overall market downturn? There's usually something going up very shortly after, and it may be a month from now, it may be a year from now. I can't answer that, and I don't even want to speculate on that. But the thing you have to understand is going into these types of markets, whether it's super high, a very bullish market, very bear market, no matter what, there are challenges and there are some opportunities, and that's the way you need to look at it. The challenges in a very up market is everything's expensive. There's so much FOMO going on. There's so much people saying that this is the best, this is the best, and this is the best. So that's some challenges there. But in this current type of market, the challenges are what projects are actually going to survive. Why did I lose all this money? It's overall panic. But there's also the opportunities. What this means is if you're very excited and very confident in the Wax blockchain in general, this is a huge buying opportunity. If there's certain projects within Wax that you're excited about, uh, for example, if a lot of people are excited about blockchain brawler, right now everything has gone in a discount for them. They're basically developed by Wax, which means they're probably going to be around as long as Wax is. And so many people had a struggle just to get into it because of how expensive it was at one point. It's at a discount now. I'm not saying go buy this. I'm not saying go buy a specific project. I'm saying do your research. It's incredibly important that you do your research now, that you make the right decisions and look at all the aspects. You can't just jump into a game anymore. Not every game is going to be successful. In fact, a lot of them are going to fail specifically because of this. You need to look at the strong projects. I mentioned uh, Blockchain Brawler is potentially a strong project. There's a number of other projects that I'm not going to call out right now, but if you look at any of my other videos, there's a number of other ones that are looking strong for the long term. You need to stop looking at the copycats. Again, I think it was Sea Farmers was a recent copycat. Spacecraft was a recent copycat. I think the days for those types of projects is over. The FOMO that's involved in that, the quick buck, I think is almost over because of this downtrend. And I strongly recommend that you all start looking at the long term. What is a project doing to make sure it's not just strong for the next couple months, but it's strong for the next couple years? There are projects that are focusing on building communities, that are building long-term strategies, that are really getting involved and really communicating well. You should start looking at those things, not just the FOMO that your buddy has this thing that he just got a quick, really super fast ROI on. That's not going to be the game anymore, unfortunately. I say unfortunately for those that were in that part, but I think that's overall for the long run of the Wax blockchain and blockchain play to earn gaming in general. We need to start looking at the long-term picture. Again, there are projects out there. There are projects out there that are actually thriving pretty well, not just because they just recently launched, but because they have good structures around them, good long-term roadmaps around them. They're building a community. I can't stress that enough. Their communication is strong. I do a lot of game reviews and white paper reviews on my channel. Please understand that I am not recommending everything that I review. The reason I'm doing those reviews is to give you information. Not everyone has time to go through all the white papers and test out the games. Not everyone has the understanding of white papers to really understand what they're saying. I try my best to pass on the information. I'm not recommending everything. I try and do 2 to 3 reviews a week to give you information. But in all honesty, there's a handful of projects that I'm willing to put my investment in right now. If you pay attention to my channel, you know those games. All right. The other thing that you can do to really help mitigate or reduce the risk from your perspective is don't panic sell. Right now, the urge is the price is dropping. I want to get as much money as I possibly can and run for the hills. What you should be more thinking about is getting rid of the dead weight and investing in the strong projects. For example, I've been doing that probably for maybe 2 months now, and I've been very transparent on it. I was at one point involved in 10 plus projects. I am trying to reduce it down to 5. So I'm getting rid of all my other assets. I'm taking this opportunity where the prices are cheaper for the most part and investing in those games that I think are strong for the long term. You should do that also. Don't just panic sell and run because you are going to lose a lot of money. Um, hedge your bet, I guess. I'm rambling a lot more than I initially wanted to in this, but I just want to make sure people are aware that there are opportunities in this down market. Not everything's an opportunity. A lot of projects are going to go out, make some smart decisions. You need to take the extra time to do the research now. All right, let me go ahead and finish this video off with a shameless self-plug. Going to go ahead and say, if you haven't seen my other videos this week, I did launch a Discord. In the Discord, we are doing a ton of giveaways on a daily basis. It won't always be on a daily basis, but it will be several giveaways a week. Keep an eye on that. Gives you a chance to try new projects. Gives you a chance to get free NFTs. This is the first link down in the description below. Go ahead, go there. Make sure you do the double counter bot, which will be a DM that comes to you right away. Verify there, then go ahead into the link wax verify and do your normal .verify or .wallets, and then you'll have access to this one right here. I am doing both a giveaways coming from me, and I'm also listing as many third-party giveaways that I see that gives you more opportunities to get free NFTs. All of these are obviously no cost, so go ahead and check those out. Check out the Discord. Thank you all for your time, and I will talk to you all again tomorrow. Thank you.